It was 2 a.m. on a Tuesday when my 4-year-old daughter woke up screaming, not a normal cry, the kind that makes your blood run cold. She had a fever of 104.3. I shook my wife awake, panicking, and told her we had to go to the ER. She just rolled over, pulled the blanket up, and mumbled, "Can't you handle it? I'm exhausted." My daughter stopped responding. Her eyes were open, but she wasn't there. I called 911, and while waiting for the ambulance, I did something I'd never done. I called my wife's twin sister. She answered on the first ring, voice stone cold alert. Before I could even finish a sentence, she said, "I'm getting in the car. Stay on the line with me." My wife only got out of bed when she heard the sirens, and even then, it wasn't to help. She was peeking through the curtains, complaining that the flashing lights were going to wake the neighbors. At the hospital, she sat in a corner scrolling Instagram, sighing like the whole thing was an inconvenience. Meanwhile, her sister was right there next to the doctors, asking about oxygen levels and taking notes because my hands were shaking too hard to hold a pen. At 5 a.m., the doctor said they needed to keep our daughter for observation a possible febrile seizure. My wife stood up, grabbed her purse, and said she had a prepaid spa appointment at $10 that she really couldn't miss. She walked out those ER doors without even kissing our daughter goodbye. She didn't even ask if I'd eaten. Her sister stayed. She stayed all night and all the next day. She bought me terrible vending machine coffee, filled out the insurance paperwork when my brain stalled, and even called my boss for me. When my daughter finally woke up and asked, "Where's mommy?" her aunt climbed into that narrow hospital bed, held her close, and whispered, "Auntie's here, and we're not leaving." My wife finally showed up at noon with a Starbucks latte, just one, for herself. She complained that the spa messed up her appointment and her manicure was ruined. I looked at her perfectly gel-polished nails. Then I looked at her sister's hands bare, with cuticles bitten raw from worrying about my child all night. It hit me like a truck. The woman who shows up when everything falls apart isn't the one wearing my wedding ring. I filed for divorce 6 weeks later. I'm not spending another minute with the wrong twin.